with joy and laughter, I give this testimony to the glory of God. I joined PP Tribe early June 2021, and God has indeed answered my prayers. The patterns and limitation in my family line where women don't get married has been broken. He said, and destroyed, like Pastor Sam will say. It will do you like a dream.
It will do you like
For
a dream.
real, it was a dream come true in my life. That delay in marriage has been broken this year. He said, I'm happily married to the love of my life. Indeed, with our faithful God, all things are possible. Thank you, Pastor Sam, Pastor Shagun, Mama Mary, for adhering to the voice of God and to call God on our behalf every morning. Indeed, this is coming from Netherlands. With our God, all things are possible. So grateful to God for PPH Tribe's platform. My prayer life and my faith life has changed drastically. He said, last night by 2 a.m., my 9-year-old daughter cried out with a loud voice, my leg, please God help me. I reached out and rushed out with my mantle. I placed it on her leg and caused the victory of leg pain from the root, like Reverend Sam will say. The victory you don't cause will grow. I stood in faith and aggressively caused it. Within 5 minutes, she stepped off and she's off to school. She's off to school today. I return all glory, honor, majesty, praises to God for a quick intervention. God bless you, Reverend Sam Oye, and the entire CPPH team. Your reward shall be great in heaven. None of you shall labor in vain in the mighty name of Jesus. With our God, all things are possible.
Are super possible.
I'm Yanu Oluwa from Ado Ekiti. I want to testify to the goodness of God over my life. Last year, I observed that some unseen personalities enters my apartment and act like they are the owner of my room. Anytime I leave my apartment, because I do see them in visions, I decided to tie my prayer handkerchief on my door handle and I prayed on it. I told God to make my room a no-go area again, and just like that, I stopped seeing them to the glory of God. I stopped seeing them to the glory of God. Indeed, with our God, all things are possible. This is all the way from Taraba. I said, my name is Dorcas from Taraba. I met with Reverend Sam Oye in 2011. Wow. During a conference of Christian law students held in the church, and my spirit connected. I joined the tribe in December 2020 when my friends shared the post with me, and my prayer life has increased tremendously. In December 2021, my husband had an issue at his workplace, and was invited for questioning. That morning, 21st December 2021, I wrapped myself with a prayer cloth and declared a fast till I hear the good news. A testimony was read of a lady with similar situation, and the questioning was turned into a conversation, and she was told that the policy is no longer applicable, and she returned to work. It became a prophecy for me, and that was what happened to my husband's case. In January 2022, the conspiracy still rose again. During the crisis, it was called for an interview. We are still waiting for the results. Indeed, with our God, all things are possible. My daughter's throat was hurting red. She couldn't swallow her own saliva, so she had just completed taking antibiotics, but for the affliction, but the affliction will not go. So today, I wrapped my prayer mantle around her neck, and when you prayed about neck infection, I replayed it to her so she could hear. Lo and behold, he said, like 2 hours, she came and said, my throat feels so much better. With our wonder-working God, all things are possible. The girl God has healed has come to worship and testify. I'll be using PPH surveillance to monitor this pregnancy God gave to me, and one nonsense acute back pain surfaced on Tuesday. I felt it was normal. Last trimester stuff, but it grew worse that I cry whenever I want to sit or stand or bend over or even sleep. On Thursday, I told the pain, by the time the prayer is over, it will be also over. I slept and woke up like I wasn't pregnant today. I'm super excited because God held me and healed me. Indeed, with our God, all things are possible. All the way from the UK. He said last week, Pastor Sam mentioned about someone who was setting them up to remove them from their position. That it was a setup. And I think I remember, I'm a politician in the UK, and last week my deputy tried to remove me from my position as chairman. God was faithful. When it looked like he had succeeded, he was so confident. God turned the tables around. And once again, God has reinstated me for the 5th year running.
Hey.
I thank God. I realize he has been working hard to set me up and remove me from my position to frame me up. But God has granted me victory. Indeed, with our God,
with our God,
all things
are possible.
possible.